Tell me, though, what's his technique? That last strike, it seems invincible.
Hello and welcome to Sons of the Dragon, the Immortal Iron Fist podcast. I am Connor.
I'm Rebecca.
I'm Emma.
Oh my God. Oh,
We've been putting this one off, guys.
Uh, yeah.
There's been very little enthusiasm to record this podcast, is all I'm saying.
yeah. I mean, so I couldn't make it. Well, okay. So they were supposed to record without me. I was overseas, but I guess no one cared, which is totally fair enough.
To
And
be fair, I was going through the worst heat wave we've had in a while. I
that's true.
wasn't like jumping to do any of this. But yeah, it was hard to number one, there were a few times that we couldn't make it and I just think there was little enthusiasm.
Yeah. And I was jet lagged when I got back, but now I'm not jet lagged, and I am cranky about this issue because I'm like, this is just this whole series has been a waste of time. Like
Again.
I spent hours doing this, and it's like, man, there's just nothing. I'm glad it wasn't like,
There's
I don't know,
there's just not a lot to talk about.
which is good, I guess, because we won't be here for ages. So,
Yeah, yes.
um,
hmm
so
Yeah.
Delhi has the Kunlun Five. The cover has Lin brother with defeated White Tiger, Iron Fist, and Lin Lee on the front. I don't really remember White Tiger doing anything in this issue.
I don't
This
remember
this
most
is
of them doing
this
much.
no, this is a trend of the covers featuring
Selling it
characters who don't
to,
actually do much in the issue.
Hmm.
yeah. Okay, so right at the way, I'll get the good out the way. Um, I so what I did not expect was um the final kind of fight uh being both Lindley and Danny fighting the bad guy.
Yeah,
It's like, so that's
that
I
was
just thought it would
good.
be Lindley versus his brother. So I guess that was good. That was nice to see
That
because
was
Danny
that was a
was
plus side.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah,
say good, but I would put it on the plus side.
he was robbed of his final fight in his own series,
Yeah.
where he was completely sidelined and Okoye fought the villain. Never forget.
yeah,
But in this,
yeah.
they both like, I guess it's nice the writers, treated him nice. But that's kind of all I have like really good to say about this. Uh,
And even that's pushing it a fair bit. It's just not a good comic. It hasn't been a good run, and it kind of limps to an end a bit.
and
Yeah.
it's just not very well written.
Hmm.
It's like, okay, so basically, they have a big hero moment. Lindley, they defeat his brother. He punches through him, and uh, Danny's yeeted back to the underworld because as soon as it's done, and then we have this whole sequence where I just Lindley's, he's whatever. He's like dying, and then he has this moment. He's like, "Oh, I'll be the Iron Fist." It's like, well,
Oh
it's
God, I
like
actually literally forgot about the
Yeah.
ending. It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
excruciating.
this was your chance to fix things. This was your chance to have Lindley like just be Swordmaster or a like his own character, but no, they doubled down on him being Iron Fist, and I was like, God damn it. And the only reason this is happening is because of that stupid game, Marvel Rivals. Like, that is the
Mm.
only reason this is still happening. And it's like,
But it's not working. Like people aren't falling in love with him as a comics character
no.
and wanting to read it. Clearly, or they would have a better run and a longer run than these like little blips of like, oh, let's try and merge all this stuff together, which doesn't work together. So it's just like Um, like you can't just shove all these things together and expect them to work with no connection. Like if you
Yeah,
say Danny's gonna train Lily, that's a connection. If you say Pay's gonna spy on him to make sure he's doing the right thing, it's a connection. They just throw them together each time in some fight that has no consequences for anyone we care about, and expect you to care from like a a game where you're logging on. There's no real narrative through line. There's bits, and just kicking people.
yeah,
I don't know.
Hmm.
it's just the hero shooter. It's like, and like, it's fine that you like the game and stuff. I play the game, it's fun, but it's also like, um, it's just that it's that MCU synergy thing again, and it didn't work. Like, it didn't
It's never
get
worked with the MCU, and it's not
no,
working with the game. It's like the people who read comics, like who are spending whatever it is, say for me, like £5 for an issue to read 10 to 15 minutes of really nice art sometimes, good stories sometimes. It's very different from people who pick up a free computer game,
yeah, and
which they
yeah,
can play for hours and or go to a cinema twice a year. Um, it's a
Yeah, and it
different kind of
seems
dedication you're asking for, right, for the comics.
yeah, and it feels like they want it kind of both ways. Where we're gonna make Lindley
That's the
is the Iron
problem.
Fist now, and we're gonna make him the main character. But we don't want to lose the people who are already reading Iron Fist.
Mhm.
But we also don't want to commit to making comics that they will actually be interested in. We're just gonna
Yeah.
put characters they like on the covers, and occasionally give them a line, and then that'll get them to buy the comic, and then it'll be okay. Yeah, it's just it's a mess. As we've been saying the whole time, it's
I
just
mean, that is the problem that they
painful to
they
read.
they think they can get everyone without telling a good story. And realistically, between us, I think we could come up with a good story that could last 4 or 5 issues, that could have a reason for having all these people along. We might all have different endings, but I think we could come up with a coherent story that's better than just throw them at Linley's brother again, or who's manipulating. Like, who cares? Like, we didn't care about Linley at the start. We're not going to care about his brother. Um, I don't know.
yeah, it's and then there's the reveal of his brother's the Warfist now, and I was just like, oh God, and that
What
was another God damn
what
it
does that
moment.
mean?
It's
It
like I
means whatever
thought
they want it to
What-
mean, like whenever
Right.
they
It's
want it to mean it. And it's just like,
right.
no one cares.
the Warfist, I
Yeah.
was like, oh, maybe this will be like I don't know, maybe they'll just do something, but no, it's just his brother again. So it's like we're just continuing this stupid plot line. Like, why did they put a sequel hook in this? It's so dumb. It's like this was just supposed to wrap it up,
It's
and this,
because they will do anything to introduce a new character in inverted commas that then they can say, oh, it's his first appearance as the
yeah,
Warfist. You now buy this
Mm.
issue, which is otherwise a trash issue of a comic. And look, the art's nice actually. Don't want to like fully trash it. Um, but it's just incoherent, the whole thing. Better than some. And what logos he got on his front? Like, no, who cares? And like, why is he immortal? Like, why is he the immortal Warfist? Why isn't he just the Warfist? Who is he? Who cares? It's just like they're not. They drive me mad.
Yeah.
and is that Danny narrating at the start, or is that Lin Lee narrating at the start?
God knows.
I was a little confused
I
because
think it's
it,
meant to be Danny.
if it's Danny, he's saying he's not in the
Eh,
Book of the Iron Fist, which
Right,
doesn't make
yeah.
any sense
Do
because
not get me
it
started.
it literally
Don't,
says
yeah.
there that he's in it. I don't know. It's so stupid, and like he should be in the book
Yeah.
because isn't he been hasn't he been writing in the book? This whole time. So I don't know,
Right.
but
Nonsensical. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So this whole
And this
series
is from
is
the person who apparently read every Iron Fist, or was that the last person who did a six-parter?
No,
Probably the
that
last
was
person.
the previous. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
that was the Undead Iron Fist, which is like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
greatest comic of all time compared to this.
Yeah.
That was like I enjoyed that, even though the ending was like disappointing and rushed. The whole thing was rushed, but I enjoyed that a lot more than this
Mm.
Yeah.
because it was just like I don't know, was it so messy? It
This one
was kind
also
of the
had a
opposite,
lot of
but
this one also had a lot of characters just thrown at it. like
Yeah.
Karnak and
Yeah.
Electra for the ones I guess we care about the most, but all of them, like and that just didn't get to do much, killed off the immortal weapons.
Yeah, that ended
Yeah.
up being
Yeah.
pointless. Like,
Yeah.
why they just did that as a really crappy way of like, oh, the stakes are big, guys. The immortal weapons have been killed off, and then it's like, okay,
And it's
cool.
like,
You
oh, so we're
you killed them
taking out
off.
more actual cool characters to put in more shit.
Yeah.
The thing that gets me has just, I mean, beyond everything we've talked about, um, that I keep coming back to just as mind-boggling is the fact that they brought in Davos in this series, and
Oh
you may
yeah.
recall our conversation about the second issue where there was that kind of
Yeah.
anticlimactic fight with Davos, and like a fool, I said, "Oh, I'm sure he'll be back for a bigger fight because he's
hmm
Davos. This is
hmm
one of the most, arguably the most iconic Iron Fist villain." Who we haven't seen, I'm pretty sure, since Living Weapon. It's been over a decade. So they go,
Yeah.
okay, we're going to do this Iron Fist comic. We're going to bring in this major Iron Fist character. And they did nothing with him. Like,
hmm
it's literally just, oh, we're going to stick him in here so the Iron Fist fans will buy this issue. And then it just toss him again. It's just mind blowing to me. I cannot fathom
Yeah.
that.
I
It's
mean,
yeah.
I'm that along that and the and killing the weapons is just like
Yeah, that is, yeah.
why are we taking
Unbelievable.
good characters off the board? Like, what is going on?
And the other thing that really, really annoyed me was they did that stupid thing they do in writing and wrestling and all these dumb things where they're like, oh, he's mastered it quicker than hey or I ever could. It's like, oh, just
Of
piss
course he
off.
has.
Like,
Yeah.
And
listen,
then she
like,
mastered it quicker than Danny, and then Danny mastered it quicker than it's just like it's like somebody said about the number of geniuses in the Marvel universe. It's like there doesn't need to be that many, and they don't always have to be slightly better than one another. And it's just like, I find it quite funny that Moon Girl is like the smartest, but like when you actually look at how many people they've called the smartest and in what order, it's like, oh my God, like it's literally a world of geniuses.
the thing is though,
Yeah.
like they've shoved this character down our throats, and now they're telling us he's like the best. And it's like, well, he hasn't earned that, has he? You just shoved him down our throats, and you're just saying that he's like the best Iron Fist. It's like, well, where has he earned that?
He
Like,
hasn't even shown it. He's lost his hand, like for no,
Right.
what's so good about him?
yeah.
I mean,
You
he's
just tell
he's
us like, oh, he's better than everyone else because he's
it's
the
like
new
maybe he's
Iron
beating his
Fist.
brother. Maybe he's beating his brother because he's got like psychological reason.
I don't
Fighting a
know.
sibling.
But it's not even the narrative reason of him having not earned it. It's also the reason of like you're just telling
Mhm.
us he's better, deal with it. It's just
He's better
like
because
Right.
Shallow chose him.
it's just yeah, again, it's not about the narrative. It's like, he hasn't earned it. Like
He hasn't done
readers,
anything
yeah, we
except for his
haven't
brother over and over again,
Right.
yeah.
Yes, it's
over
very much
and
just
over
here's
again.
this new, yeah. Here's this new character like him because you got nothing else,
Like him
ultimately.
or else. Also, he's better
Yeah.
than all of your other characters. Like
Yeah.
it just,
Yeah.
um yeah, I mean that's all I have really to say about the issue.
I
Yeah,
don't really have a lot
ultimately.
more to say.
Yeah.
No.
Um, I I'm sad. I almost hope we don't get another series. Like,
I
which
just yeah,
sounds
just
like a
Yeah.
terrible thing to say, but I don't want to put myself through it again.
Yeah, no, I think this is it for until I see some kind of change, until the attitude at Marvel seems to change toward Iron Fist. I'm
Mhm.
not, this wasn't fun. It's a
No,
hobby. It's supposed to be fun.
it's supposed to be
yeah,
fun. It's not cheap, and it is
Yeah.
supposed to be fun. And it's just like, nah, come on.
but they get us with, putting um characters we like on the covers and
I mean, look,
literally like yeah,
We're quite lucky it wasn't, what's his name? Oh my, Randall. Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because if they
Yeah.
took him out as well, there'd be like riots in the streets.
Yeah, it's just disappointing. Like it, at least it wasn't like part of the dragon. I mean, the quality was that, but like, it was just, yeah. Do we get to feedback?
Yes, let's do we have
Yeah.
we got any apart from Omar's?
We do, yeah. So
Okay,
we'll read
cool.
out Omar's, and he also posted this on his blog. Um, so he said the good Medina and Miracolo's art has gotten better and better. Apologies for any mispronunciations. Danny Rand is in the final battle, and he's a major part of it. Kunlun is finally free, and the story of its invasion is done. Mixed. New costume for Lin Lee. It looks good, but the original one designed by Jim was better, and Lin Lee has hardly been seen around the Marvel Universe wearing it, so there was no point.
Fair.
Not so good. Wall to wall fighting again. Same problem as 2, 3, and 4, except it's against the big bad villain now. Pei doesn't do much here when she should have been a key player. Building her up to how skilled she is in the previous issues, then sidelining her in the climactic finish is a head scratcher. Chiyu was supposed to be the god of war, but he was easily beaten, making one wonder what everyone was so concerned about in the first place. Elektra and White Tiger are still underused. They felt like outsiders of the story, especially here in this issue. Once again, Lin Lee is being shown as superior to Danny and Pei and using the Iron Fist. Not cool considering he's had barely any training at all, whereas both have had years of extensive training in Kunlun compared to Lin Lee. No character development throughout the series for Lin Lee. He is still as unsure of himself as he was when he started this series, even though he still wants to be Iron Fist. Not trying to spoil this for anyone, but killing off the major characters at the beginning was really just done for shock value with no direct narrative reason. They're cheap deaths to show the threat was real and nothing else. Overall, this is everything that nagged at me over the past few issues. There was no character work. It was a pointless brawl fest meant to finish up dangling plotline and prove Lin Lee deserved being an Iron Fist. But this could have been so this issue could have done so much more to explain why. The art is doing more work than the scripts, and it was getting better by the issue. Unfortunately, the story was going in the opposite direction. Grade 1 out of 5. Um, yeah, and
Yeah.
again, I
Hmm.
think I
Yeah.
think the problem is like that you'd have to do a very good job narratively to put Lin Lee over the other Iron Fists, and it's like because of what we know about why and how he has been made the Iron Fist, I don't know if he can ever do that because he's the definition of like a forced character because he was a different
Yeah.
character. Like
I
Hmm.
mean,
Yeah.
it was
I
just a
think if that
corporate move.
I do think if that initial introductory miniseries had better narrative then and a better structure because we still could have had Danny and Pei on the playing board there. I
Hmm.
think they could have made an argument for an Iron Fist series that had them like sorting out the rest of the stuff, but it's been a mess from the start, and like you can't then suddenly fix it. When you've already had that kind of and once you've sort of killed Danny, then it's another mess you've got yourself into. So
Yeah,
Yeah. And for me, it goes back even further, just the fact that Pei was introduced a
hmm
decade ago as the next Iron Fist, and then suddenly they decided that they're going to
and
go
I
with this other character.
don't
So
understand
it's
how you have one on the plate who is female and
right.
Asian, and you
Who's
think
yeah, who's exactly
female
right. Yeah.
Asian, and you replace her with a character that wasn't that popular anyway. And I'm not saying anything against Swordmaster fans. I'm sure he was a great character. I wasn't hugely aware of him except for Agents of Atlas. And but like and then just shoehorn him in. And it's like the problem is ready, the people who felt they could accept a different Iron Fist than Danny had already gone to pay. With the
Right.
assumption that Danny would become the Thunderer or, like would have some other connection there. And I just don't understand why they threw that away. Like I will never understand why they thought this was a good idea.
I mean,
It's very baffling. Yeah.
I'm kind of with Omar that like in comics because he made a post a while ago, like Danny shouldn't really be replaced on panel, as it were, as the Iron Fist.
hmm
Like I'm kind of with that. Like I don't think there's really any point because he hasn't had like I don't think the character hasn't really worn out yet,
Oh,
to the
I
point where he
fully
can be
agree with that.
Oh
retired.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
saying that like if he were to be replaced,
Yeah,
it's
but, and
not.
it's,
I agree. I think like it is the whole cycle of comics is you ping back to the status quo, right?
yeah.
Mm.
Um, but I did hear that, and again, this is a heavy rumor, but like that Iron Fist, the sorry, Marvel and Carrie Andrews were like having difficulties or something, which is why they
Hmm.
didn't use pay. But like that would make some sort of sense. But yeah, anyway,
Mm.
that's like a rumor. That's nothing
It's
confirmed.
also no.
So
It's also like no, sort it out. Get the sort yourselves out. Pay whatever is fair, and just go for it. It's just I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't really. I mean,
that's an int-
yeah, I'm not really into the they were having problems. Yeah, they could have been, but like sort it out.
yeah. I mean,
yeah,
that's interesting to me because I mean, I just recently reread Immortal Fists, and another thing in practice, but Carrie Andrews says something in his introduction to about, you create a character and then you set them free, and he appreciated the chance to work with this character again, but then you create a character for Marvel and then hopefully they continue to exist beyond you. So I don't know. That's an interesting rumor if that's the case, and that is very
Mm.
frustrating if that's what happened. Because yeah, it's that's fix
yeah,
it.
It is. I
Uh,
mean, it's Marvel stroke Disney. Fix it. Like,
yeah.
it shouldn't be but no, because they thought, but also then I guess you have Marvel rivals and they wanted to use someone who wasn't a child, perhaps. So they also could have used Danny.
Mm.
Um, like,
I
yeah.
mean, I think they aged Lin Lee up because I don't know, he's like 16 in the comics. He's not an adult. They
mhm,
could have aged Pay up. I don't know. I don't know.
that's
Who
true.
knows? Who knows?
I mean, seemed aged up a tiny bit in that one where she was at
Yeah,
school.
yeah. Her age is fluctuates anyway, even just in the
Yeah,
comics. So
So
who
I'll get to the
knows?
Twitter feedback.
yeah.
So
Sorry.
first response is from Rand, who says, "A complete disaster. Having Lee relinquish the Iron Fist only to immediately go back on it makes him look horribly selfish and undoing him losing his arm, removes the only character development he would have had the whole time. I've been open-minded, but it's running very thin now." And
Mm.
Danny writing a new, not secretly evil book of the Iron Fist is cool, though. He and Pei were really this mini's only saving graces, especially Pei. That's the consensus. And what does that tell you,
Yeah,
Marvel, about
yeah.
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
likes Pei and Danny? They didn't like Lin. It's not telling you.
I mean,
So
it was quite comforting to go on Twitter afterwards, I have to say, and
you
just
can
see
see
the outpouring
everyone.
of like
Mm.
everyone going, "Nah, that's it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daily Podcast Kung Fu says, excellent story idea ruined by too many unnecessary characters, continuity errors, forgotten plot points, and time between connecting series. Yeah. I don't know if it was an excellent story idea, but it was definitely a necessary one. Like they did have to wrap this up. I
Yeah.
think like for me, a big brawl would be a lot more palatable for me. And I brought this up before if the art was better. Or the art
Mm.
was, I don't know, just like more suits. It just didn't feel like a martial arts comic to me. And like I didn't look through the comic and be like, oh, that's a good like hook kick, or that's a good,
Hmm.
axe kick. It was just all like generic fighty fight. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah. And from manga, feels like it could have been a good continuous series that felt like it got shortened into a mini series.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I would, I think that about Undead Iron Fist more than this, personally.
Mm.
Um, Although Undead Iron Fist did have weird pacing issues as well. Like they could have, like weirdly, they could have done more in certain issues. But yeah, this
Mm.
like I would think that about this series, but it all just kind of ended up being very. I felt like it was all kind of very shallow. Like I don't think more issues would have helped. Maybe they would have, but I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I don't think
Yeah.
more issues would have helped in this instance. I think
Yeah.
I think we'd have just got more fights and
Yeah,
maybe more random people thrown at it. I don't feel like
true.
this was I mean as Omar said, I think this was just another wall to wall fighting comic, and like unlike where if you compare this, this is like sacrilege, sorry to swear, but like, like you could make, Ed Brisson's run had a lot of fights because of the tournament issue. So there's a way that's a good way of putting in lots of cool fights. This is a terrible way.
Yeah,
This had
Yeah.
no narrative thread. there was seemingly very little reason for everyone to be fighting, except there's these external agents like stoking a bit of tension. But like, if obviously you want it to be a martial arts comic, it's Deadly Hands, it's got a legacy there. But there was a fight with no stakes or where you don't care about any of the characters is a pointless fight.
Yeah, I
I
mean, Ed
mean,
Brisson sorry, Emma, what were you gonna say?
no, no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Ed Brisson and Kerry Andrews. I'm not sure about Ed Brubaker's history. It's been a long time since I've looked into like the history of making Immortal Iron Fist, but I know Ed Brisson and Kerry Andrews, in addition to being Iron Fist fans, they were also martial arts movie fans. Like,
I think,
and so
yeah, I
I
think
think
quite a lot of the writers were, yeah.
they had a sense for like fight scenes and stakes, which are things that I think are important to an Iron Fist comic. And when I say
Hmm.
stakes, I don't mean world-ending stakes. I mean like personal stakes, or like I got to
Yeah,
win this fight or I'm going to die stakes. You know, that just was technically in this, but I didn't feel it
yeah.
because to me it
Yeah,
was just like, oh, it's just another generic event
If you
type
don't
thing.
feel it, to be fair, it's not really there.
No,
yeah.
yeah,
And to your point, Rebecca, about this being a Deadly Hands comic, and this hadn't occurred to me, and this would require, I think, Marvel to have cared more and thought more about this comic than anyone did. But it would have been neat if they had put this within the tradition of the original Deadly Hands of Kung Fu and had it be an issue of uh, standalone stories, separate
Yeah.
standalone stories. Maybe a story about Danny, story about
Hmm.
Pei, story about Lindley. That could have been very cool,
you
actually.
mean
Black
if
and
it
white could also have been
remotely,
pretty cool, to be honest.
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
say if they remotely, yeah, tie this to actual
If
Deadly Hands,
they
this is where my Jabba the
if
Hutt
they
laugh
thought
starts
about this
coming in.
even for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
But oh
yeah.
well.
Um, so that's the issue.
Yeah.
I do have a nice sixth
Yeah,
sense, but
we
again, I
don't
feel like I'm
recommend
a
it.
yeah,
No. If you're interested in Lindley, maybe read it, but I wouldn't consider it an Iron Fist comic in the sense that it's not really in any meaningful way about any of the pre-existing Iron Fist characters.
no.
Um, uh, so yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you've been following this plot line and you're glad to finally see it wrapped up, well, it's kind of wrapped up now. He's the Warfist, he's Davos or whatever. I don't care. But yeah, so that was issue. We're going to be going back to Heroes for Hire next time. We're going to finish off that Quicksilver team up arc.
Hmm.
Just sort of get that out of the way because it's like a Quicksilver focused story. But then that will set us up nicely for Iron Fist Wolverine Return to Kunlun, which I am eager to revisit.
yes,
So
yes,
because I thought that Iron Fist Volume 3 with Miranda I enjoyed that. So yeah. Um Thanks for coming on everyone. And big thanks to our patrons, Derek and Anonymous. Thank you very much for helping keep the lights on. Really appreciate your generosity over the years. So thank you. And yeah, so um, can you guys be found anywhere?
I'm found on
you
Twitter,
could.
Arbitrary Genius. Probably the same everywhere, but with slight variations. But ask me on Twitter if you want to know.
And I am on Tumblr at Book of the Iron Fist on Tumblr,
Cool.
and deep in the woods, reading back issues.
It would have been cool if someone said you could find me in the grave. But
I mean, no.
yeah. So yeah, until next time, may your uh, I don't know, may
It'll be better
you
next time.
Yes, optimism.
uh
I meant
oh
Heroes for
boy.
Hire. Even the what that is better. So
Oh, yes,
Right.
it's not
absolutely.
not
Yeah.
my favorite run. So
Iron Fist and all other characters in these comics are properties of Marvel and Disney. Any music or images we use belong to their respective copyright holders. We do this for fun, so please don't sue us. You can contact us at sonsofthedragonpodcast@gmail.com. Just send us mail, comments, thoughts, anything you want, really. It doesn't even have to be related to Iron Fist. If you don't want it read on the air, though, make sure you mention that. You can also find us on Facebook, the Immortal Iron Fist Podcast, Sons of the Dragon. Our Twitter, at Iron Fist Podcast. Our SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Sons of the Dragon, hyphens where the spaces are. Our YouTube, Connor Carl. Just search Iron Fist Podcast and you'll find us real quick. We are also on iTunes. If you find us there, give us a review and rate us. If it's less than 5 stars, please say why so we can improve the show. And we're on Podcast Garden in the literature section. And last but not least, head over to our WordPress, Sons of the Dragon, the Immortal Iron Fist Podcast.wordpress.com. That's where I put all the show notes. I'd like to thank Thomas Tissot for composing the Iron Fist theme song we use at the start of our Iron Fist episodes on the podcast. I'd also like to thank Peter John Sikorsky for composing the Power Man and Iron Fist theme we use at the start of our Power Man and Iron Fist episodes. And finally, thanks to you guys for listening.